welcome to the Little Blue Pot. It's Jem here. Thank you for joining me YouTube. I hope you are well, and thank you for clicking on the different types of depressions, the different depressive disorders. I'm going to be listing the main types. I'd probably say the majority, if not all of them. If I've missed any out, please let me know. Please comment, share that with the community, because the more information we have going out there, the more there is understanding, and the more people are able to live with their own illness alongside others with their own illness, and that is the main reason I'm doing the channel. Today's information is taken from the Black Dog Institute, which is a charity in Australia. They do a fantastic video called The Black Dog of Depression. The Black Dog called Depression. I'm going to put that and all the other links in the space in the description below. So I'm going to be going through 8. This is going to be quite a quick video, I hope. 8 of the depressive disorders, and talking about them, giving you a little bit of information. But I have done, majority of these have their own video, but check out my depression videos, because they talk about the signs and symptoms. So if you were looking to know more about the signs and symptoms, then yeah, I'd check out my more detailed videos on that. This is more of a list, an overview to provide a better understanding, and because it's one of my depression videos, I'm wearing one of my ponchos, because you can never be sad in a poncho. Anyway, so there are 8. I will list them now. There's major depressive disorder with melancholia, I think that's how you say it, psychotic depression, persistent depression, which is also dysthymia, perinatal depression, seasonal affective disorder, premenstrual dysphoric disorder, and bipolar. So I'm going to go through those now. So major depressive disorder, this is the most common this is the most common out of all the depressive disorders. So depressed mood, loss of interest in otherwise sort of pleasurable or usually happy activities nearly every day. And there's mild, moderate, and severe. Mild meaning that you can pretty much go on your daily life, and you still feel depressed, but you're able to cope with daily life. And then there's the extreme, the severe, so it is very persistent and can sometimes make life very, very unmanageable. And then there's moderate, which is in between. Then there's major depressive disorder with melancholia. So it's the same as major depressive disorder, but it's worse in the morning. And some of the signs, the same signs as major depressive disorder, but people usually awake very early in the morning, and then their mood can be really, really poor at the beginning of the day, really, really sad, really down, and then sort of pick up a bit later on in the day. The next is psychotic depression. So this is the same as major depressive disorder, but you are likely to have elements of psychosis, so that's delusions, hallucinations, feeling of paranoia, and hallucinations meaning seeing things, hearing things that aren't there, delusions having thoughts that aren't real, and paranoia thinking that people are after you or out to get you in some way. Persistent depressive disorder, or dysthymia, I think is how you say it, dysthymia. So similar to major depressive disorder, however, symptoms may be less severe but go on for a prolonged period of more than 2 years. So not as intense, you're still experiencing depression, but it will last a lot longer. So major depressive disorder is something that can be experienced for sort of for more than a few weeks. If you've been feeling that for more than a few weeks at a time, then go and get help. And that's the same with any of these, especially if it's having an impact on your day-to-day life or on your relationships, your work, college, school. Perinatal depression, so this is anything to do with antenatal and postnatal or postpartum. So this could be once you're pregnant, so during the pregnancy, or after the birth of your baby. It's more than just the baby blues. Most women, will experience the baby blues. I don't know myself, so correct me if I'm wrong on that, but based on my research, that there is a lot of people that experience the baby blues, but it's when it starts to impact, when it's gone on for a longer period of time, and you're really struggling to maybe bond with the baby, or you're not having any pleasure in your usual kind of happy activities that that used to give you pleasure, but so you're no longer feeling that feeling in that place. I hope that made sense, that last bit. Seasonal affective disorder. So depressed mood occurs during the winter months and eases off in spring and summer. I do have a video on that. And also the perinatal depression, I've done an interview video with my friend Sue about postnatal depression, so check that out. Really honest talking about that. Right, off sidetrack again. And then there's premenstrual dysphoria disorder, so PMDD, or also called premenstrual syndrome. So severe, you have more depression. Goodness me, I can't speak. More depressive moods, more depression leading up to your beginning of your cycle. So any premenstrual time that don't get me wrong, as a woman, I know that is a rubbish time anyway, but it can be so severe for women that they are unable to do their daily tasks, live out their lives, especially kind of going to work, school, college, or in their relationships. So yeah, it can be really, really hard, especially just before the period begins. And then finally, bipolar disorder. It's like all of depression. I can't say depression today. It's because it's a nasty word and we don't want to say it. No. All of these are called mood disorders. So depression and bipolar come in the category of mood disorders. Bipolar is not just depression, you have the mania as well and the hypomania, but depression is quite a big part of the illness, whether you have bipolar 1 or bipolar 2. Please check out my other videos on depression for signs and symptoms. Also, just if you want to do more research, check out the Black Dog Institute's website. There's a lot of information on depression. They focus a lot on depression, and really do make sure to check out the video The Black Dog Called Depression. Made me cry when I first saw it, but it sums up depression in a little animation video better than I've probably ever seen. I think it's one of the first things I watched when I got diagnosed with depression. I hope that's helped. I hope that has been useful. I hope it's given enough information. As I said, I just wanted to do a list to sort of give you a bit of an understanding as to how many types of depression there are. There probably are more, but they're the main ones. If you have thought of any that I've missed off, please share it with the community. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next time. Take care, guys. Bye now.